So you can see my facial features are like very funny, right? My facial features are very funny. And then what I do is I give a little gain. So you can see every single mark. The minute the light comes in, look at that perfect skin. Perfect. Little contrast. Too much. Just nice. Give it a little bit color. And voila. We save. We have one stick. And with the stick, okay, now the question is, do I go this way to come back down? Do you see what I just did? To make an M, the M letter. I made an M letter. Do you see the way I made? You can't see with that light, right? You can't see. You see the way I bent this one towards the back and this one towards the back, right? I bent this one towards the front and this one towards the back. What if I put this one towards the back and make it aim towards the front, right? I'd still have the same shape, right? But the opening would be like this. It could have been, that one is in the back and this one's in the back, so you turn it around, they'll both be in the back, right? Now if I would have put this one in the front, right? See the way these legs go out this way and that way? Now if I put this one to the front, right, these legs would still go out the same way, right? Didn't matter, but one is over the top, one is in the bottom. Like that'll do that. The other one down the other way, they'll both do that. Do you follow what I'm saying? So it's going to create another letter. Then I can actually make it a little bit longer, right? And then create that. So you can see the N has more space to travel than the M. You know what I'm saying? Than the M letter. Now, if I had to make a B, and you know, imagine if you were playing with balloons, right? You were playing with balloons, and you had to keep bubbling up the balloon. If you were playing with the letters, you would have to go, how can I'm going to have to turn this under for the letter B, and then turn this over for the letter B, and then turn it back. So now you see I've got a bigger bottom than I do a top. And I got a little tail at the end. I don't have a tail on top to make the letter B when you're folding it. So now it's even smaller, and then there's no area of passage space here. Like the N letter, right? The N letter. Let me see this again. The N, right? The N has space here and space here, making two more letters. With the M, you can't do it with this 11 by 5 by 8.5. Is it 11.5? What size is my paper? What size is my paper? 26.6 centimeters by 20.3 centimeters. Did we go over 369 yet? Obligation. I'm going to do that in another video. I really like when I have a vision, a compact vision of the reality, the truth that's what's in this stupid little thing. And there's lots of things you can do with this. My son taught me that if you stick this end together and keep cutting through it, you're going to make some really crazy designs, and whatever you can create that works can work to associate the creation of keeping nature in its place, so it can be either, if it's falling out of its place, it can regenerate itself, but if it can't be replaced and can't regenerate, there's a question to it. Why is the packet not holding together? And I'm talking about our hearts. I'm talking about anything that can't be recreated in our bodies. Does it have to be replaced with a machine? Or how can we teach, genetically modify something? Or is it something within us? Or we're in a game that it will never work? Well, if they created it outside the game, for inside the game than we can create what's on the outside, unless we're missing one of those elements. Is there something outside the planet Earth that we know that we actually need inside to do something that we can't do unless we have whatever is missing, because they have detected we have to do this? What do we have to do for our hearts to regenerate? And since we know laughter does one thing to our body, ha 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 ha, when you go ha 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 ha, all the bubbles inside you move. Maybe that's like when all the bubbles move, maybe that's what the black hole is inside your body. But when you're always like this, playing poker, because I see a lot of this online, and you're always like, have some Zen, let it run, my friends. From within, these are our bodies, and these are magical because we have no idea what we can actually do. What the hand can see, but what the mind can imagine and create with one's thoughts. I want to go from here to there. How can I do it? I'm going to get up on my 2 feet and I'm going to go over. I can go over there to the other side within a second like this. I just have to cast my voice, or with my eyes I see the divide. But I can't physically get up and go over there. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. I'd be there. I can cut an arm off and throw it over there, but my arm would be there. I can expand the camera over there and see back over here that I'm over here. Where is the conscience river going? The conscience, the subconscious, the connection to the star system, the intertwining vines and lines. You ever notice the way the rain is 99% this, and the minute it does this, check the rain when it does this, because actually it just goes there or there after. It's like, hello, we're standing straight. Why can't you just come down to gravity? Come down. Because that information coming into you, that information, I know I remember the vine that's going this way and back in the passages in our heart and the reader in our bloodstream. Funny word, you know the funny word? The funny word is O. Yes, it's a very funny word. So is ravine and river. Aqueducts, transmissions, differential, and O, like O. Henry, right? Oh, he laughs. And the reason I say this is because of the French. The French say for water, they say O. So you can have a rhyme, O on the go. Because of creation, water on the move, packets of something. Or is it the electricity? The electricity that hits the packets of water that bring the mist up. The difference in temperatures and what happens. O, E-A-U. They also have for communication in some way in French, look it up. It's réseau, which has to do with something. You're on the réseau, you're on the vibration, you're on that reception. Réseau, resolve, relate. You know, I'm just trying to put all the words. French, I like to use a lot of French. Right now I'm doing a number thing, and I'm just saying, you know what? It's not the first 10. It's the first 10 of the reflection of the first 10 of the base of the first 10 of the last wall, because we don't live in a teepee. Have you ever seen a teepee? A teepee doesn't have 2 walls. A teepee has 2 and 1 and 1. It's got 4. In fact, the smallest of all teepees, okay, where you would have to lie in the front this way. After that, everybody has to become shorter. But it's 3 walls. But you need 4 walls, and on one of those walls is going to be the entrance. And I'm not sure if you're coming in the same door you're leaving, but there's 2 flaps. Once you cut something in the center, you end up with 2 flats. Relationships, understandings, beyond. Things that are made forever and things that were set up to fail. This is my last leg. We can roll it up and have a wheel. 2 machines on their last leg give us the 2 wheels that we can bring forward. Raphael, thinking thoughts. Thank you for watching this video.